Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. It is Hunter and today we're going to be ranking Home Depot's halfway to Halloween animatronic releases. So just yesterday, Home Depot Canada dropped their halfway to Halloween lineup. I believe that all these animatronics I'm about to list off are going to be online only this year and I believe are limited stock. They might be in store, they might not. I can't confirm at the moment. So I will be ranking these props slash animatronics on my least favorite to all the way to my number one, which would be my favorite. So that's all I have to say. So let's hop into it. So my number 9 spot, I have the skeleton pony. The price of it is 198 Canadian. Um, I definitely think that this is a cool prop. It would definitely go with the hearse that I'll also be talking about later on in this video. Um, but it's just not something that I could see myself using. If you were maybe doing graveyard theme or something and you wanted the skeleton pony, or maybe like a skeleton farm or whatever it may be, it would fit in fine. But for me, it's just not something I would find a use for. So that's why I have it in my number 9 spot. All right, so for number 8, I have the Cabernet Casualty. She is the girl that pops out of the barrel, and I think it's a really cool animatronic. She is priced at 298 Canadian. Um, Again, just not something that would fit into my theming that I do every year. It's more of a bar theme. Um, Again, it's still a really cool animatronic, but wouldn't fit in my theme. So Cabernet Casualty is at my number 8 spot. In my number 7 spot, I have Horrifying Hops. The price of this guy is 298 Canadian. Um, Again, he's a cool, awesome prop. I really like the design of him. I like the staff that he holds, but if you were kind of directing towards like a scary Easter vibe, that would work well. Or if you just wanted to set him up for Easter time, that would also work well. But again, not something that I would really want to spend, the $350 on after tax to have him. He's a really cool animatronic, just not something that I would want or see myself using. So Horrifying Hops is in my number 7 spot. In my number 6 spot, I have the app controlled Lethal Lily. She's priced at $448 Canadian, which blows me away because $500 for that animatronic is insane. I would maybe pay 300 at the most. So maybe if she goes on sale at the end of the season, maybe I'll pick her up if my store has one or if she's still online and I can purchase one. But again, not for $500. Cool concept, but just it's too high of a price. So I have the app controlled Lethal Lily in my number 6 spot there. All right, so in my number 5 spot, I have the hearse. So the hearse was actually an animatronic that, or not so much an animatronic, more of a prop that re-released last year and sold so fast, but in my opinion was way too expensive. So he is priced at 578 Canadian, so just about $600, maybe a little bit more after tax, shipping and everything. I find that the plastic, I've never seen one in person before, so I don't know if the plastic is really thick. But from what I've seen in pictures, it just kind of looks thin, and there's so many pieces. I feel like it would just fall apart and break apart in the wind. Obviously, if you have the hearse, let me know down in the comments below, and let me know if it's actually good quality. But overall, I think it's a cool prop. It's just way too high of a price for me. I mean, if it was 300 bucks, I would spend the money on it, but 600 is just way too much and way out of my budget for a prop like that. So I have the hearse in my number 5 spot. In my number 4 spot, I have the Groundbreaker skeleton, and he is priced at 288 Canadian, which I think is an okay price. My only, side thing about him is I just wish he had the original movement. He is a static prop, so he just has a base that he sits on. I believe his arms are posable, so you can have them holding a skull or holding a pumpkin, whatever you would like. I think he's cool. I just think the crawling motion was unique. We hadn't seen anything else like it before. It added a whole new level to animatronics. I just wish they would have kept him like that. I don't think that they should have gave his price 288. I know the US price is a little bit cheaper, but for Canadian, 300 bucks, I don't think that's fair. He still has the lighting components so you can change his eyes and ribcage color, but I just think $300 for him just isn't worth it. Um, so I have the groundbreaker skeleton at my number 4 spot. All right, so in my number 3 spot, I have Frostbane, and he is priced at a whopping $648. I almost fell out of my chair when I read $648 Canadian. That is crazy. He is such a cool prop. I really like the Knight Dollahan last year. He was, I believe, an only US prop. So I like that they brought the Frostbane into Canada. The price, though, I don't like as much. I feel like Home Depot's pricing this year has gone up quite a significant amount. Um, and that might shift my ways of purchasing stuff. Obviously, I believe these might be the online only props slash animatronics. And we're gonna see more in store. So hopefully, I'll be able to get a Home Depot in store video out for you guys at the 2026. And so these guys might be in store, might not. I want to say that they're going to be online only though. But back to Frostbane. He's a very complicated but cool prop. He kind of resembles a knight. He's got the blue chest armor. I want to say that's what it is. He's still cool, but again, I feel like the blue is just you'd have to kind of have that knight theme. Like he's not a headless horseman, right? He's more of a knight. So he's still cool. If he went on sale, like I said about Lethal Lily, um, I would definitely pick him up. But not for $700. I think that's just an insane price for him. But again, he's still a cool prop. I really like the design of him, and just his overall movement is just awesome. So I have Frostbane in my number 3 spot. Down to the last two here. So in my number 2 spot, I have Checkmate Chuckles. So this is actually a redesign of the neon clown from last year, the neon Jack in the Box clown, which I really did like. And Checkmate Chuckles is priced at $298 Canadian, which I don't think is a bad price for this type of animatronic. He's a jump scare animatronic, 6 feet tall. I think he's perfect. So the Checkmate Chuckles is a red and black variant of the Neon Clown. I don't know if the Neon Clown is coming back to Canada or not. I do know that they did release it in the US, so people can buy it there. He is such a cool animatronic. I like the element of surprise to him. You expect something to jump out of the Jack in the Box, but it's his head that pops up. He does have mouth movement and everything. Um, I just personally like the neon one better, so that's why I'm at my number 2 spot. All right, so last but not least, my number 1 prop slash animatronic is the pumpkin vine creature. I think this is probably the best one out of all of them. Even though it is not an animatronic, it is just a prop. It is the best one. I love the detail on it. It's simple. There's nothing crazy about it, but it would fit perfectly in with a pumpkin patch or a farm theme. And this one is priced at 228 Canadian, which I think is a great price for this guy. He's 6.5 feet tall. He lights up. He has pumpkins in between, like from his base up to like his chest area. He has pumpkins all through him. His head lights up. Overall, I think it is a great animatronic. Um, Even though, I guess, sorry, not an animatronic, a prop. Most of these uh, are animatronics on the list here. There's only the pony, the hearse, and then the pumpkin vine creature that are props. So I'm just getting a little mixed up here. I think it is a great prop. I really like it, and hopefully I can purchase it later on in the season if they still have it. Overall, I think Home Depot's halfway to Halloween prop drop slash animatronic drop was great. They had some good ones in there, some that I'm just meh on, like, If I could get it on a cheap price, I would buy it, but wouldn't pay full price for it. Um, Most of them, I liked all of them. I don't have a problem with any of them. It's just my opinion, what I think is the best in my opinion. Um, I'm super excited to see in store what they have in Canada here, and like I said before, hopefully I can get a video out of an in-store tour of Home Depot 2026. But that is all for me, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.